Excellencies, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to join you today, although unfortunately not in person in the beautiful city of Samarkand, to speak about the pressing issue of environment and human rights. Our environment and the challenges it's facing have become part of our daily lives, and we must be clear that global warming will and is already having an impact on our human rights. The outcome of this discussion, therefore, in Samarkand will be crucial, not just in our OSCE region today, but far beyond, and should continue and translate into action. Our environment is intrinsic to the human rights protection framework, and most OSCE states recognize the right to a healthy environment in their constitutions. The degradation of our environment can have a negative impact on a host of other human rights, including the right to the highest attainable standard of health, the right to food, to education, to housing, and even the most basic important rights, the right to life itself. At the same time, respecting and protecting rights such as the right to participation in public affairs or freedom of association and of peaceful assembly can contribute to a healthy environment by allowing advocacy on these critical issues to take place and then to foster democratic debate. Severe heat waves, drought and desertification, or on the other side of the spectrum, abnormal rainfall and flooding can have profoundly harmful consequences. In destroying agricultural land and infrastructure, they often affect the most vulnerable and impoverished members of the population. Extreme weather events are already causing or contributing to the migration and displacement of millions of people who are seeking safe places to live, work and study, often far away from their homes. It is therefore essential that responses to such life-changing challenges also respect the human rights and needs of all. In this context, I would like to underline the important role that environmental human rights defenders play in our societies. All OSCE states have recognized the right to exercise and defend human rights, and they have emphasized the vital role of human rights defenders in ensuring respect of human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. Of course, these commitments also hold for human rights defenders and civil society organizations monitoring the situation of human rights and the environment. These are individuals and organizations providing information on these issues and advocating both nationally and internationally for action. A growing number of peaceful assemblies is taking place in numerous OSCE states, and these are often led by young adults and even by children who feel strongly about the need to voice their concerns about the impact of climate change on their lives and futures. Such gatherings are at the core of democracy and fundamental human rights, including children's rights. They should be encouraged and facilitated, and we should all appreciate the invaluable contribution that they make to the global discussion about the impact of environmental change on human rights. Regrettably, we see that protection of human rights defenders working on these issues is sometimes lacking, with activists intimidated and threatened, legally harassed, subject to disparaging remarks from high-level officials and businesses, or prevented and restricted in their attempts to gather peacefully. Indeed, globally, those working on environmental rights are one of the groups of human rights defenders most exposed to enforced disappearances and killings. Ladies and gentlemen, working together, we can address this global challenge and reverse the negative trends we are seeing. We can do more to safeguard both the right to a healthy environment and to freedom of peaceful assembly. In this way, Central Asia and the entire OSCE area can become an example, a region where the work of human rights defenders is respected and protected, and concerns about the environment are heard. I wish you all fruitful discussions over the next 2 days and success in the search for sustainable solutions that will help advance respect for human rights in our region. Thank you very much.